Okay, Max, it's been a pretty tough weekend for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, well, after the weekend's over now, it's started off quite tough. I mean, it's not been the best weekend. Been outside the top 10 both races. I think an overview of the race I just had. It's going like really well with Danny Sires, and I wasn't very far away from the leading group. Just me and Danny just kept battling for 11th or 12th. But my plan was if I could get past Danny, then I could charge on to that group, which I felt that I had in me. But when I get past Danny, it would come straight back and it would just hold me up because there's not huge amounts of overtaking places around here. Where I'm faster than them anyway. But I felt like kind of stuck in a way, like because I didn't know how to move forward, and I think we was like on our own. There was about, I think Dan Jones was about a second behind us, so I think we were pretty much on our own. And my exhaust, the carbon, where it's like wrapped in carbon, like the shell, it went like burst and it's like peeled back, so there's just this massive hole in the exhaust, and I lost all power. It was like riding the bike, it's like riding the Aprilia last year. It just felt, it was like all the power just lost from it. I was coming out the corner, it was just like being flat. It was just, I just lost everything. You see, that I got overtaken by Danny Sires, Dan Jones, and I just kept going further and further back. I just lost everything. It was
What lap did that happen on?
Happened on third from last, so it was quite awkward because if it was like the last lap, then I could have like maybe hung on and maybe not have beaten Danny, but I could have been, I might not have been, 2 bikes behind Danny, which is where I finished, which is, it's just what happens. It's a bit of bad luck of the season so far. Never had a mechanical before, so it was bound to have one. But yeah, it wasn't a disaster weekend, but I think it was probably one of the worst ones we've had this year. But it happens in racing, so.
Well, that's racing. I mean, you were up to 12th at one point and challenging for 11th. So did you feel good at that point?
Yeah, I felt good at that point, and I just wanted to try and just keep on going, but Danny, you just keep coming back at me and hold me up in the corners, because my corner speed was just a lot better than Danny's, but unfortunately he could get me back at like the awkward places where I could pull away at him, but it's just racing. I hope these are the worst ones. They better be. So I got them through for these next ones now, or else it's just gonna be a rubbish year, So I mean, 2 in a row, but it's got to be it for the season now. So hopefully I'll stay positive for Thruxton and put my head down training, and hopefully it should be all good.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are you going to do in the what you've got, a week or 2, is it, I suppose, before?
Yeah, we got 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Over that period, I'll be like training hard and looking at YouTube onboard videos, because I've never been there before. So I'll be doing a lot of preparation for that. So hopefully it should be good.
And we talked before about pushing the bike as hard as you physically can. Do you think you did that today, or do you think you've got a bit more to go on that?
No, I do think I pushed that as hard as I could. I think with some places, like where you had Danny in front of me, I couldn't push as hard as I could, because I was trying hard to overtake him, but from a speed point of view, I don't think I couldn't have gone as fast as I could then. But if he didn't try and get me back, I reckon I would have been pushing 110%. And I think I pushed the bike as hard as I could have. I couldn't have done any better. So I've got no regrets. I'm not too disappointed, but I am in a way. But
yeah, I mean, Gary was talking before, and almost said, pretty much he'd like you to push the bike as hard as you can, and even if you come off but challenging for a top 10 place, he'd rather that than obviously where you ended up finishing. So it's difficult, isn't it? There's a bit of pressure on your shoulders now.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like I think with that mechanical, I might have crashed, but I think I just gotta keep trying. I just gotta try straight from the get-go. I can't have these build-ups anymore. I gotta be right there and just keep going, 100% right from the get-go.
Thoughts on Thruxton? Is that a circuit you like?
Well, I've never ridden it, but apparently it's bumpy, very fast. So you need to grow a pair if you want to go faster on there. So I guess it's going to be challenging, I think, as well, because that bike's got the lap record around there. So I gotta, prove, if that's capable of that record, I gotta prove my riding, really. So I just gotta, put my head down and keep it up.